Okay, so this is Diesel for We the People. Music's by Ginger, of course. Full disclosure, I'm not an attorney, so don't take this as an attorney thing, nor want to be an attorney. I don't want to dumb myself down. I want to be smarter. Alright, this is for we the people to wake up and realize what's going on around us. Alright, so I found this video, and it's a video on top of video. Alright, there's a guy challenged jurisdiction of the courts. Judge is challenging back, basically, and she's attorney reacting to the challenge to jurisdiction. So she's very good how she explains this, and there's a reason why I'm doing this video, because she is actually very good about how. Now, do I agree with her? Yeah. Okay. I don't even agree with the whole court system, the way it operates anyway, and I'll tell you why through the videos. All right. However, she does a real good job of explaining it. And let's play with one another's minds and see if we can figure out how to play chess.
Here, so I wanted to respond to a viewer's request that I do a
I'm gonna pause it through this, by the way,
to the video of a DMV administrative hearing by Mark Stevens. Susanna Bott is the person that requested that I react to this video. Thank you so much, Susanna. She requested it like 11 days ago, but I wanted to take some time to kind of research the type of hearing that Mr. Stevens was appearing at and provide you guys with some information on that. Administrative bureaus are usually under the executive branch of their respective government. The Food and Drug Administration is under the executive branch of the United States, right? Whereas the DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicles, is under the executive branch and the administrative body under the executive branch of the respective states that it operates under, right? And here in the state of New Hampshire, their DMV is under the executive branch in an administrative body, is governed by the Bureau of Hearing. So the Department of Safety Bureau of Hearings is responsible for conducting administrative hearings. Hearings are administrative in nature, designed to be informal, albeit all testimony is taken under oath, verbally recorded, and the results are subject to appeal. Hearsay is allowed, meaning that you can testify about what someone else said to you, not something that you necessarily heard yourself.
So let's stop there right quick. Hearsay is allowed. Just make that dawn in your head for a second, okay? This is the reason why CPS can come and get your kids anytime they want because of hearsay. This is the reason why you don't have constitutional rights under CPS. In fact, she's going to explain you don't have constitutional rights on this.
You appear before a hearings examiner, not a judge, and have the right to be represented by an attorney of your choice at your expense.
All right. Examiner, not a judge.
Legal representation is not required. The choice is yours and yours alone to make. No one here can make the decision for you, and we cannot provide you with legal advice. The hearings examiner will control the hearings and has the authority to ask questions of individuals present to ensure he or she has the information needed to make a rational, fair, and informed decision. So this is completely nothing at all like a criminal or civil proceeding in a court that is under the judicial branch of government. So it is not a...
Okay, let's back that up for a second. It's not a criminal case, right? But in the state of Texas, what is that word? Darn it. So, misdemeanor. Okay, so every ticket is a misdemeanor offense. But in the state of Texas, you're going to look up your state laws, all right? It means low-level crime. So this is actually a criminal thing, according to Texas law. All right? I don't know about your state. And now if I'm willing to bet, this is every state. But in Texas, it is a criminal thing. All right, we're going to go on.
Constitutionally mandated court. It is a court that has been established by the executive branch of government that governs the DMV, and then the DMV has decided to come up with its own hearing process. So the same protections that apply to a defendant in a criminal case or a civil case in a judicial branch court or a constitutionally formed court does not apply in these hearings that Mr. Stevens is appearing in front of. That is why he's even able to be there in the first place, because of its informal nature.
So is the NFL Network on YouTube TV.
So we'll stop right there. So DMV created their own system. Does that make any sense to you, y'all? Does it make any sense that they decided to create a court system that don't really have a judge? It's an overpriced clerk charging you. And if you don't do what they say, then you can go to jail for contempt of court in a room that's not a court. In a room that don't have a judge. Okay? She said it. I didn't. So how can they correct laws? The Constitution there is to protect we the people. So in general, what she is saying, this is an unlawful, unconstitutional court that goes by statutes and codes that has no jurisdiction whatsoever, and he's challenging jurisdiction, and he's saying that because you're in such and such area, there is jurisdiction. However, there is no court.
Statutory authority now is going to determine who is present here today, and I'll start with the state, since the state brought this petition. And spell the last name, please.
K-I-L-H-A. I'm sorry. I can't hear her.
So a few times throughout this, Mr. Stevens is going to try to interrupt the proceedings in just the most, general or mundane parts of the proceedings, like trying to establish, who the parties are. Now, she is very hard to hear, so I will give him that. But anyway, I'm just preparing you guys for that.
I'm not sure what we're going to do about that, sir. I only have so much technical...
Is the microphone
thing? Yeah. Well, it's going to have to be moved every time somebody speaks. So why don't we try it again and see if you can hear you this time?
I tell you, I had an initial objection. I have an objection to Miss Killam appearing today.
Basis of the objection?
The objection I have is that I believe she's bringing a complaint knowingly absent evidence of jurisdiction. We've had prior experience with Miss Killam. I've spoken with her on the phone.
Okay, so Mark Stevens is raising an objection to the prosecutor even appearing here today. The prosecutor filed a petition with this Bureau of Hearings for the Department of Motor Vehicles, and she is the one that obtained this hearing by filing that petition. And he is saying that she should not even be able to appear because they contest jurisdiction. That he wants to stop her from even being present in the room. Even were this a constitutionally founded court, with the rules of evidence that apply, that would be an improper objection. Whoever has the right to petition the government for redress, be that filing for an administrative hearing, that is not going to be invalidated by the fact that there may eventually be an issue with jurisdiction. So this argument is nonsensical.
Or not gotten any.
Okay, so she says it's nonsensical, and we'll hear a little bit more about it later. She is explaining this really, really, really good. So I have no problems with the way she's doing this as an attorney. But she's going by legalese and by codes and statutes. Alright, this is getting a little long on this video. So there's going to be a part 2, and I'm going to end it off here for the time being on this one. So that way you guys can do this step by step. Diesel for We the People. See you on the next one.